Hello, and welcome back to People Playground. Today we're going to be doing something special, and that something special is going to be making something very special. I want to make something that detects and destroys people. Let's get into it. The things that I want this to do. I want it to use the... This is new, in case you haven't noticed. This is the 30 millimeter heat cannon, which kind of goes. It's I enjoy it. It is a very enjoyable weapon in People Playground. Um, Thank you, Mr. Perfectly Willing Volunteer. It it makes the shooty shoot. I've already kind of messed around with this idea, but I never got it fully functioning. I want this to be a device that kind of seeks out and destroys people. Or maybe things? We'll see. We'll figure it out. Now, I want this to be a hover tank because it's cool and I want it. Um, Everything is cooler when it hovers. The issue is hovering. It's a little bit unstable, if I'm honest, but we will make it work. So, the way that our weapon is basically going to work, this is the part that I got pretty well figured out. The way that we're going to make our weapon work is we are going to... Oh, I need to pause this. So we are going to take this and we are going to pin this into that pillar so that now we're going to freeze this for a second. Now this spins relatively freely. In fact, it spins entirely. Okay. So then the next part that I have figured out is we need a rotor. There we go. There's a rotor. And so we're going to take this and we're going to stick it there. And then we're going to lift things up a little bit. I think I'm going to use that. Basically, I want a rod. So we're going to set that to 90 degrees and make that a little bit thinner, just to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Don't you hate it when you ruin your rotor? Yeah. Yep. That's what happens. Alright. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So then we're going to take this, and we're going to pin that to that. And then we're going to take our rotor, and then at the 90-degree point, we're going to pin that together. Alright, so then just to kind of show you, we're going to unfreeze that. We're going to... yeah. So, as I activate that, now... Okay, well, I spoke too soon. Now, we have a cannon that goes up and down. We can make it go faster, trust me. Let's do like 50. That's not enough. Let's do 200. 200 RP. Yeah, that's a lot better. So we have a cannon that goes up and down. But I know what you're saying. How does it actually shoot? That's the surprisingly easy part, is that we can actually just use this. This is the life detector. And so we're going to tape that on. And there we go. So that now, as this goes, if it detects life... Oh, that's not life. Life, like a willing volunteer. So whenever this detects life, it sends an activation signal. Which is going to be useful because we have a cannon to fire when we want things to activate. The issue that I have is slightly is rate of fire. It's a little bit, it leaves a little bit to be desired. But you'll notice, come on. Oh, this is the part that I had extra issues with. Essentially, we need to actually power the laser or the detector as well, which is going to increase the range of its detection. So right now, it doesn't go very far. When we can increase the range, which is going to kill our willing volunteer. So we can go up to like 20, but if you set it to maximum, boop, no longer detects life. The issue is this 20 feet is like not that much. It's about that much. So I want to go farther. When we turn that on, you'll notice it goes a lot farther, and then a lot farther, and then a lot farther. So when we actually put somebody all the way over here, oh, so it okay, it doesn't shoot that far, or like okay, it doesn't work that far out, but it's still detecting him that far away. That's far. That's really far. So now if we set this to go slower, this will actually work, I think. So if we go with like 20. It should be right about, yep, should be on him. And it worked. And, will it come back? Don't think that it's fast enough. Oh. Nope, okay. Anyways, that's actually, like, useful. This now works the way that I want it to. And we're gonna disable heat damage on that. So, this is the basis of the main weapon of the vehicle that I want to make. I think it's pretty cool. Now, for the hard part. The hard part is actually making the vehicle, believe it or not, because it's, well, you'll see. I have trouble with things. Okay. So we're gonna make this relatively separate. We're gonna start off with a nice metal base, because I want this to be a tank. I'm talking a real tank. We're probably gonna want that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll start with that. And then we want hover things. So 2, maybe 3? 3 hover things? There's really no good way to go about this, is there? I guess we're gonna have to use the black cable. Now we're going to use 3 of these, I think. I think 3 is a... let's just do 4. We're here. 5. Alright. So... Hey, these things look like crabs. That's kind of cool. If they were red. They're not red, but they kind of look like crabs. I kind of see it. Okay, that's going to be good enough. There we go. Okay. Alright. It works. Okay. So now I want to wire these things so that they are all powered, because otherwise it's probably not going to have enough actual force to get off of the ground. Oh! It had enough power to get off the ground. It's just not stable at all. So let's turn that off. And you are not connected, right? Except you are. Definitely are. So let's go ahead and activate all of these at the same time. And it's gonna hop into the air. And oh, nope. Okay. It's got a little bit of a wobble. So this is the issue that I was running into that I did not fix. Was this is not like stable at all. I had to use a stabilizer in order to actually get it to kind of work. So we're gonna go ahead and duct tape that thing on there. Now that's not where I wanted it to hold. Let's see if we can turn this off. There we go. And then we turn that on, and now we... Okay. We made a grasshopper tank. That's cool, right? Okay. Can we gently set you down? Not really. Really cannot. So we're gonna have to, because I know when we do that, now we're like on the ground, but we're not hippity hopping out of here. So I need like a little bit more than this, but not quite this. Let's see. I mean, I guess we can always just use more, but more just doesn't really look cool in my opinion. But if that's, we gotta do what we gotta do, you know? Sometimes you get to do a cool thing, sometimes you don't. And we're going to attach all of these. And then we're also gonna have to activate them. Okay. That's not bad. Now, how does it deal with weight? That's a little bit unfair. I think it's on the ground. I mean, it kind of works, but like, yeah, it's definitely on the ground. Yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, here's what we're gonna have to do. Because this has such an issue of hippity hopping and out of here, we're just gonna need to increase the weight on it until it actually does what I want it to do. So the way that we're gonna do that is by adding the cannon that I want, and it's gonna work beautifully. So we're gonna go ahead and get that back set up. Alright, and we finished duct taping it together. That's not gonna work at all. There we go. We're gonna have to attach that as well. Let me think. Yes, that mostly works. So now we need the life detector. There we go. And we duct tape that down. There we go. Oh, I forgot the activation wire. All right. And let's see. So we're on the ground. Now if we hit that, we do jump, but we only jump a little bit. So what if I took away that and I took away that? Are we gonna settle? Are we gonna settle? Come on. Just a little bit. I think I just need like a little bit more weight. it's doing it. It's just not like the way that I want it. And then we're also going to need a way to steer it, which I do have semi figured out. It's just, how do I want to do it? Or which way do I want to do it? We'll see. And probably by the time that I have that set up, it's going to be good, or we'll figure something out. So I suppose there's two ways of doing this. I can either use hover thrusters, or I can use real thrusters, or I can use ion thrusters. Honestly, I kind of want to do ion thrusters just because it's kind of extra cool. Like it's, it's a bit of a combination of things that make it an improvised weapon. We'll say it. We'll put it that way. So we're gonna go ahead and strap these babies down. Okay, are we still afloat? We are not. Something went to the background. Something is on the background on these. Did I freeze that? I did not. So that's there's your problem. All right. So we're gonna put our mast back up. Oh. Okay. Well, there's that. Here. We're gonna just turn all of these off. And there we go. You can stop now. Okay. This time, we're going to actually strap it down instead of to the background. And we're also going to strap... Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Alright. And now we are fully strapped in and kind of ready to go. Ish. No, we're not. We're not at all. I mean, by ready to go, we're attached. That's really all that I mean. So I'm going to need 2 of these. So I want it to kind of drive like normal. So we're going to set this one to D, and we're going to set this one to A, so that when we want to go forwards, we wait. Nope, that's backwards. Nope, that's backwards. Okay, so now we have that correct. And then I guess strap it to the engine. Okay, so now we go that way, or we go that way. Wait. Maybe with that, and with that. I still have yet to figure out the stopping things. So when we go... kind of works. Kind of not really. Good enough. You're just gonna have to repeatedly hit the that. So, let's go ahead, see if we finally have enough weight so that we are not super bouncy. We're not super bouncy. We're still a little bit bouncy. That doesn't work at all. Okay. That really did not work at all. Let's try these. These might potentially actually work. Oh, nope. We wanna... That didn't work. Now, it may seem unconventional, but this is what peak performance looks like. So, let's see. We want to wire this to here, and that's gonna make that go very far. And let's try and wire up one more. Let's try it. We're no longer bouncing off of the ground, which is good. Okay. Yeah, that's about as much as we can do. And then we can slow down. And then we have our gun. We're gonna need to bump that up a little bit. Let's make it go like stupid fast, just to... Let's bump that rotor speed up so that... Yeah, that's looking good. And now we want to go forwards. And then let's set up a handful of people. No, that's not a person yet. A handful. This is People Playground. We need perfectly willing volunteers to test our newly minted device. You can ominously hear it in the background. I want to kind of watch it until it starts shooting, and then, yeah. This is gonna be interesting. I think that might be going a little bit too quickly on the turret. Just maybe. This thing is so bad. Is it even moving? It is moving. It's just really not fast. Okay, now we're chugga-chugging. Here we go. We have quite the ways to go. And then let's go ahead and set this range all the way up. Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Okay. It's not the most accurate, but it is shooting and getting closer. It looks a lot more like a boat. It's actually stopped. It hit something. It hit a couple of people. It's now going backwards. Bye-bye, hover tank. Bye-bye. Alright. Give it a good yoink. Okay. Alright. We did it. We eliminated the life. And then some. And when you run things over, they don't survive. I think that we did it. I think that we made the perfect working vehicle. It killed people. It might have killed the user. It might have. It probably did. But it worked. And that's really all that I can say about it. Is it kind of sort of did what it's supposed to do. Maybe, if you loosen your definition of what it was supposed to do. I'm going to be uploading this to the Steam Workshop in its current configuration. I don't know what you would do with this, but maybe make it work. Anyways, just enjoy it, have fun with it. I don't know. Throw more stuff onto it.